this is the place. Be cautious.
Never should have come here. Damn!
That was exhilarating.
Now you're fine. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Sounds taken.
You don't have a chance.
Well, let me think a moment. I'm still in a bit of a haze from the ordeal. I believe they came in separately throughout the day and spread out across the entire museum. They never really interacted during the day, and some of them even left, but apparently must have climbed to the balcony entrance and were let back in and then hid. Another must have laid low in the cellar or armory when we weren't looking. Eventually, all the other patrons left for the day, and it appeared that the last of them was walking out when they suddenly barred the front door. Before I could fully draw my sword, one of them appeared behind me and knocked me on the head. Everything started spinning, and I heard a yell and a sudden groan from Orien in the office. Someone shot him with a dart, laced with a sleeping draught. I saw several figures wandering about, but my vision was still pretty unclear. But they were only there for about 20 minutes or so, I'd say. Eventually, I regained my senses to find myself tied up in the main hall. But by that time, they were gone. The other guards, they weren't so lucky. I heard fighting in various halls, which quickly died down. Afterwards, I didn't find any of them left alive. They always were quite efficient once a plan was in place. They aren't your typical smash and grab robbers. They didn't. After Orien came around, he untied me, and we quickly moved to investigate the situation. Orien says that they employed some forms of magic. Evidently, they had strong feather enchantments, and moved large amounts at a time up through the Hall of Heroes' upper balcony, and around the back patio of the safe house, and used some levitation charms to toss the items over the railing, where they slowly fell to the water below, where some of the thieves were waiting to receive them and send them to a waiting cart on the shore. Since it was dark, they were able to slip around the building without drawing any attention. still here. Camped out for the night by the looks of it. If we can move in quickly, we can take them by surprise. Right behind you. Excellent. That should account for the majority of the stolen artifacts. Whatever is left is surely at Engelman's Rest. I'll mark it on your map. Well, it's an old Nordic ruin, so it likely will come with its own hazards. But if Jalal himself is there, we can be certain he'll be ready. Jalal is renowned for his use of effective ambushes, so be careful as we navigate through the ruin. I'll try to bring up the rear and warn you if I see anything out of the ordinary. He may have employed a few traps as well too, so be careful.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions. You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage. And that's you and me both, because I have no reason to let you through the gate either. Sorry about that, but I have my orders. This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions. This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions. No. You think I make the decisions? I may be a legionnaire, but I'm just a grunt compared to the powers that be in the capital. Not that it takes a Synod mage to work it out. Skyrim's in the midst of strife, the Empire's still reeling from the war. It doesn't take a genius to realize the Empire wouldn't want any of that chaos spilling over into its heartland. If I'd heard of you and you'd completed some great deed, I'd be able to justify writing the paperwork and putting my rank on the line. As it stands, I haven't heard of you, and I'm not risking my livelihood for some traveler I've never met. Sorry. Talk to you later.
Hold up just a moment. I don't like the feeling of this place. There is something sinister about it. Listen, I know I am in no place to make requests right now, but I'd like to ask you for something all the same. When we encounter Jalal, allow me a moment to confront him. I may be able to make him stand down and allow us to recover the rest of the relics without further bloodshed. And in the end, despite the fact that I want nothing more to do with him, I do feel that I at least owe him the chance to face justice, rather than facing the blade. I will be brief. If he fails to comply, I will be the first to drive my blade into him.
Arkham, so we meet again. It has been too long.
I would never have expected to have seen you here, Jalal. Usually you send your lackeys to do your dirty work.
Oh, you cut me to the quick, Arkham. With a score this grand to be had, I had to come personally to oversee it. If you want something done right, after all, you do it yourself, no? Then I come to find out that you were involved, and I had a chance to bring you back into the fold. Well, I just had to come.
I will never again be a part of your paltry group of robbers. I left that life behind in Hammerfell. I have a new life here, and I want you out of it.
Oh, but Avram, you can never turn your back on blood. We have been through so much together, and we are brothers after all.
Our father would be ashamed to see what we have become, Jalal. I am trying every day to make up for what I did, what we did. And that life in Hammerfell no longer has any meaning for me, but a vast regret.
Well, my brother, that is sad to hear. If we are truly no longer brothers, and I cannot convince you to rejoin me, then I have no other choice but to end you. Farewell, my dear brother.
I'll do it.
I'll see you in pieces.
You'll have to do better than that. Fantastic. I'm sorry Jalal caused you such headaches. Yes. We grew up in Hammerfell together, and when our father died when we were young, we had to do what we needed to get by. And so we turned to petty robbery and cons. It wasn't until we began to kill in the course of our actions that I even began to question it. Jalal was always very persuasive in getting me to believe what we were doing was always justified. I suppose that younger brothers are always prone to look up to their elder brothers. If you don't mind, I'm going to stay behind and take some time to bury my brother. Then I'll return to the museum and face my punishment. Thank you, my friend. You are ever so virtuous. I'll see you back at the museum in a few days.
Yes? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Solitude's a big port town, you know, full of sailors and their tales of faraway lands. Most of them's foreigners and liars, of course.
Tools, wares, and goods, all for sale at fair prices. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Those rebels better not try coming to Hoffingen.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Yeah? See you next time.
Yes?
Warm sands, friend. I've got a little work.
スカイリムの首都だけあってソリチュードは華やかよね。
Good to see you, Jai.
Divine's blessing. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Divine smile on you.
Be careful.
Good to see you.
Not as dumb as you look.
Need something?
オラフ王の風景祭り、今は禁止されているみたいね。
Oh, dear. Are you serious? You managed to recover all of them? Every single stolen relic? Oh my, that is fantastic news! I'll get right to work restoring the museum to its proper glory. It will take me a few days, but I'll get things back to normal.